Today's February 14th, 2017. John's sneaking away from sitting on the set of Fast Money. What's going on, man? How was dinner?
Exactly.
How was dinner last night?
Oh, it was fabulous. Was out with Sofia Coppola and her husband Tomas, and Vintners from Alpha Omega and Blackbird as well. Sofia, of course, was representing the family's Engelnook and Coppola brands.
They do,
but just fabulous.
The Engelnook's kind of cheap wine, though, isn't it?
Not anymore. I mean, they really turned it high end now. We'll have to do. We'll talk more about the wines tomorrow.
Okay.
The only reason, folks, because I really want to give them credit. I mean, they did a fabulous wine dinner at Il Buco, 47 Bond Street in New York. It was fantastic. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I'll tell you about the wines.
No wonder why you took life and limb and air share to get to New York last night. Now I get it.
Exactly, risking wind shear and all the rest.
What are you buying today?
Well, so we've got the Yellen testimony going on,
Boring.
And that's why I'm actually doing this podcast from the studio as I'm walking around, because the rest of the desk for Fast Money is sitting there watching the testimony, and we've got 5 or 6 more senators to go. But anyway, Andrew, markets up 24 points, S&P's up, NASDAQ's up, Vol is pretty flat.
Oh, Vol is dead.
I think Yellen's obviously impacting treasuries, at least for the short term. But I think that effect goes away after, for whatever she says about how aggressive or hawkish or anything else they want to cast her comments as being. I think the rest of the world isn't moving in the direction that we are, and so our rates are going to be anchored, in my opinion. We'll see. I mean, we've been as high as 260 right after, the election, and then we've come all the way down into the 230s. These are yields on the 10-year that I'm talking about. And I think after today's little lift, it's going to be an opportunity to take some profits and get back into those.
Okay. Stuff on Investitute. There was one that was interesting that I saw that kind of ended up on the radar from our picks. If you don't know, we have the gang back together at Investitute doing the chat room. Was Papa John's Pizza. It's up to
PZZA.
We don't see that.
I posted that one.
We don't see that name too often.
And the interesting thing too, Andrew, is that was with the stock at 85, I think, or thereabouts, and they were buying the 100 calls.
I know, I see that.
So that's no, there's several reasons people do that, folks. It doesn't mean they necessarily think it's going to 100, but, you can buy an option that can double in a relatively short move, going from perhaps $1.10 to $2.20 on a $5 pop in the stock. Stock still could only be at 90, but if you got a quick pop, which that kind of trade usually is looking for, that's one thing to be aware of. They're not always picking the level they think the stock's going to get to. It's that they think that's the best bang, literally, for their buck.
And these are April options, so you have 67 days to be kind of sort of right, because the option is a wasting asset as far as time goes. So whatever happens, better happen soon. Or at least.
And watch this one too, Andrew, CERN. It's a healthcare play. And I noticed some upside call buying, I think, at the 5250 strike, if I'm not mistaken. CERN, Cerner.
Oh, yeah, that's
nice. Watch that. I'm in it.
52 halves. There's 4,000. 5,000 of them.
Well, somebody was asking us on Twitter, I think, Andrew, about the GOOGL, some calls that we bought last week. Still in those, but they expire this Friday, so I'm going to have to make a decision pretty quick here. Depending what the market does today, I might take the profit in those today.
Okay. Now, is Pete on the set with you?
No, he'll be here tomorrow. Pete's in Minneapolis and helping my dad get to the doctors for a little checkup. Nothing bad, but just a checkup. And so he'll be here on the set of CNBC's halftime report tomorrow.
Nice. And how do you outdo like last night? Like, how do you somebody
I can't.
Say, let's go to dinner tonight and have wine, and you'd be like, I did
well,
that last
and how about this one? Again, I'll fill you in more tomorrow, but Sophia Coppola's husband is a guy named Thomas Mars, Mars, and he is the lead singer for Phoenix. It's a rock band. You'll have to pull them up, Andrew. They have
I know that name.
like Wolfgang Amadeus. That's
Yeah.
one of their albums. And great guy. Spent most of the night talking to him and to Sophia.
I know one of their songs.
Lovely people.
Phoenix. They had a hit like 2 or 3 years ago.
They've had several. Yeah,
think-
1901 is one of them.
Yeah, that song's great. They
Pull
used
that
it-
one up and put that.
Oh yeah, no, I know that song. Maybe I'll put it in the audio here. I think they used it in a commercial. That's how I heard about it. 1901. Yeah, I know that dude. So that was the dude sitting next to her. I saw that picture. He looked familiar.
So yeah, I'll send you some more pictures too, Andrew, so you can post them.
Nice. So she was pretty friendly, no?
She was wonderful. For Academy Award winning. I mean, she did Lost in Translation. She was the director, and I'm not positive if she wrote the script or not.
Yeah, she did.
But I asked her. I said, "Have you done some other scripts lately?" She said, "I just finished one."
Nice.
So super lady, very nice woman.
Driven.
Enjoyed talking to her a
I
lot.
would have geeked out and talked to her about cameras all night, and they'd be like, "Get out of here."
Well, tomorrow you and I will do a podcast, and we'll talk about the wines and the food,
sounds good.
as well as some trades. How about that?
Okay, now you get back to the fast money set because you don't want to miss what Janet Yellen's talking about. Is she almost done?
Doing it right now.
Wait a second. Is Trump?
No, she's got 4 or 5 more senators.
Can't Trump just get rid of her? Or is she like there
No.
forever? Really?
Yeah. No. Other than some sort of thing that she would never do. No. She gets to serve out her term.
So it sounds like there's inflation coming. If you
A
ask
little
me.
bit.
Well,
Yeah.
they've been holding it back artificially. That's my opinion. He might have a different one. But
Well,
it's just-
we'll talk about that tomorrow too. How about that?
All right.
Wine, inflation, and some more trades tomorrow.
and not necessarily in that order, man. All right, take care.
Right? Remember, guys, you can subscribe through YouTube or through the iTunes store, and we'll be back here tomorrow with more trades.
All right, bye.